In this video, we're talking about 5 things you can do despite travel being restricted by COVID-19. Welcome to the Drake Conversation. I'm Isaiah Drake.
And I'm Kristy Drake. Today we're talking to you about a few things that you can do at home during this season despite travel being restricted by COVID-19. Let's get straight into it. So Isaiah, what would your first tip?
My first tip would be local travel. Because we're spending a lot more time in one area, we've got a great opportunity to discover or rediscover some great places that are close by. I would suggest go online, Google activities to do in your area, and I'm sure you'll find a list of places that you can go check out whilst adhering to the current restrictions.
Yeah, we're in Queensland right now, so the restrictions are lifting. We can go anywhere in Queensland and stay overnight, which is amazing. We actually just had a trip down to the Gold Coast, but it was so lovely to spend the weekend down there and enjoyed the beaches, or you could go to the mountains or find a local park, have a picnic, whatever you want. Go feel life.
What's a tip that you have, Kristy?
Well, I would suggest start planning your next trip. Now's a great time. You're at home, you've got heaps of extra time. Do some searching, some Googling, but start making a plan now.
We've actually just made a video that goes into detail on some great tips that we have for you, so definitely check that out. The link will be in the description and on the screen. But just as a quick overview, those steps are to dream big, map it out, budget and research, start saving, and put it in the calendar. Our third tip for you is to save money. I've definitely noticed that I'm saving some more money because I'm not going out as much. What about you? Have you noticed that you're not spending as much money on certain things?
Absolutely. The shops have been closed, so not as much spending happening. So definitely got some savings.
So identify where you're saving money. It's going to be a great starting point to actually start saving, is to know where you're saving money from. Are you not spending money on coffee? Are you not spending money at restaurants? Where are you getting those funds from?
Second off, make a plan. What to do with those savings that you've identified. Are you going to put them in a separate account, or are you going to keep a record of them? And also, what are you going to do with those savings? If you're here on this channel, you're probably going to be putting them into travel, just like us.
Yes, and the next step you need to do is to act on this plan that you've made. So because you've identified how much money you are saving, you've decided where it's going to go, now you've got to actually do it. The way that we do it is we use automatic bank transfers. It's one of the easiest ways, just means it does it by itself. So set those up, or at least keep a record of the funds that you are allocating to travel.
And then you want to review. So once you've identified where you can save, you've made a plan and you've acted on that plan, a couple of weeks you're just reviewing that to make sure you are actually saving as much as you thought you were. Sometimes there might be unexpected costs, and sometimes you might be saving more than you thought you were. So just adjust accordingly.
Yeah, you definitely want to make sure that your plan is matching what you're actually saving. And this is a golden opportunity for us, as well as all of you, is once restrictions lift, can you stay with this plan? Can you keep it going? Because if you can, it's such an amazing opportunity, because now you're actually able to keep saving those funds, which means you're going to be traveling sooner on your next trip. Hey, we hope you're getting value out of this video. We're so happy that we can bring you these tips. Consider subscribing so you don't miss out on any of our future tips.
Stay tuned for the next tip.
Our fourth tip for you is to purchase gear or clothing for your next trip. Now, Kristy had a lot of fun at the shops recently. Why don't you tell us about that?
All of the shops have just started opening again, so there are massive sales on. So now's a really good time to be buying gear and clothing for your next trip. We needed some travel backpacks and we ended up saving $60 on them. And we also needed some travel boots, which are going to be great for European winters.
Yeah.
And we ended up saving over 250 Australian dollars for them as well. So
yeah, which is awesome.
Yeah, it's really good. So now's definitely a good time. Look online as well, there are sales there. Take this opportunity to have a look, see if there's anything on that list of yours of things that you need for your next trip. Our last tip is to vacation at home. Isaiah, what would a vacation at home look like for you?
Well, I would be breaking out the board games, the card game, and I'd probably be keeping score to keep that competition strong at home. Another great thing you can do is to learn a new language for your next trip. We're using an app called Duolingo, which is really awesome. So we're learning a language that's going to be super useful when we go to Europe.
Yeah, another idea is to have a picnic indoors, set a rug out, get some candles going, have a cute date night, which is really fun. You could also do a movie night in with the whole family, get some popcorn going, put on your PJs and some warm blankets. Another idea is hashtag ISOBaking. Who's been doing it with me? I've been making an apple crumble for breakfast, which has been healthy and super yummy.
Thanks so much for tuning in to the Drake conversation today. We hope you found these tips super valuable. We would love to hear from you. What are you doing during this COVID season? What are some things you've found that have been fun? Where have you been going? Let us know in the comments. See you next time.